Deputy President, and I wish to take note of answers given by the Honourable Courtney Houssos today, and I also wish to entirely associate myself with the comments made by my colleague, the Honourable Aileen McDonald. I am encouraged to know that this government claims that it is taking seriously their commitment to modern slavery. Can I say I was surprised and frankly appalled that when a supplementary question was asked to Minister Houssos about slavery, and I note that when we're talking about slavery, this is not a debating point, we are talking about human life. And rather than actually address that question, there were all sorts of measures taken to make sure that that question could not be asked. The Minister was talking about the process by which perhaps one day the guidelines that have been available since 2024 may be made mandatory, and that's in the area of procurement in relation to EV batteries, and talking about appropriate means being in place. Can I draw to the House's attention an issue which has arisen in this term of government, which raises significant slavery concerns, where apparently absolutely no action is being taken by this government, despite assurances being made in debate in this place and in the other place. We all know that when we passed the equality legislation, it contained provisions which will facilitate the use of overseas commercial surrogacy. We all know that the Slavery Commissioner warned us about this. We all know that he gave us concrete examples of just one clinic in Crete used by Australian families where there was evidence that 97 women from Eastern Europe had been trafficked into surrogacy slavery. And we all know that that legislation was silent about dealing with that issue. And we were told by ministers of this government, oh, we will do something about that. And I asked at estimates, what are you doing about that? The questions were surprising to those ministers, and the answers are very clear. We're doing nothing about that. How can we sit here and say that we seriously take the rights of human beings when we are quite prepared to facilitate overseas women in other places? And I agree with the Honourable Sarah Kane, we have to make sure that the rights of all workers in Australia are respected, but we also have to surely not suggest that we can have the right to have a family in Australia at the expense of women overseas being compelled, that their fertility being used as an instrument and compelled against their wills to have our children. This is barbarous.
The Honourable Tanya